And hello, everybody. Welcome to another wonderful stream where I just want to practice my hiragana, my katakana, and just learn it. Because I don't really have a reason. I do want to learn another language, and I just happened to stumble upon Japanese because, I don't know, I guess I like, Japanese culture and whatnot. I like anime, I like their music. Yeah, I love Creepy Nuts. They're my favorite foreign band. But, you know, let's just get started. And I'm rusty, I'm dusty, and I do not practice often enough. So, if I don't know it, forgive me, but we'll begin with oo. 1 out of 1, we'll keep a nice little counter there and hope we can go on. Of course, this is a, then e, then O. Actually, what do I... Let me see what I have it set to. Oh, I only have it set to the basic. You know what? Let's check all. We'll check all hiragana. We'll check all hiragana, and we'll see how we do with that. That's E. That's he with the 2 little dots on top. So what would that be? Be? It is be. Right? De? De? I don't want to check everyone. Oh, this is pu. Yes. I'm rusty, so I just want to check. This should be he, she, se, and what is that? Do? Do. Okay. Oh, we were getting in. Neat. What is this? A different font? Let me. Hiragana combinations, katakana. Katakana combinations, fonta. Huh. Oh, so it's not different fonts. It's the same font as what I'm used to. Let's try maybe all the combinations of hiragana as well. I'd like to try to get to katakana today, but, you know, if we do, we do. We don't, we don't. Ni. A again. Chio. This is, what is this? Ha? Right? Ha. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Pe. Pe. Wonderful. Wonderful indeed. This is, oh, I don't get this character. Or hiragana. Yeah. I don't get it. There's already a different O. I believe this is... I've done very little research into it, so maybe I'm wrong, but I believe that was a bit of an older dialect, like maybe, or maybe just a translation of it. But, you know, it is what it is. Why am I saying it is what it is? Of course it is what it is. And here we have Shu, S-H-U, Cha. Ooh, this is it just Ja, J-A? I believe it is. Ja. Okay. And what is this? He be Byo. Byo? Right. BYO? BYO. Okay. We're getting somewhere. I want to take the training wheels off and not have to look at this. For instance, this is zoo. Okay. I want to take training wheels off, but when we get to that time, we will. I don't care too much about the score, but you know, perfect for perfect. That's wonderful. That is wonderful. What is this? Ryu? No. Yeah, Ryu. Ryu. Yes. And my pronunciation is definitely off too, but it doesn't matter. This is just the framework. And why do I want to do this? Oh, this is beef starters, but... I guess what's really making me want to do this is my desire to learn another language. Oh! And we got our first one wrong. We have our first one wrong. It is chi. I put cha because I put cha before, and oh my. That was silly. What is this, a gi? What is this? De? Mew or Mia? I believe it's Mew. Yeah, it is Mew. And sure. I thought that was S. That's my bad. Oh, my folly. We were already messing up. This is Poo. And this is... What is this De? It's... Why did I say De? It's Goo. Right, we need to take this a bit slower, maybe. Joel. Gyol. Right. Right, okay. This makes sense. But what was I saying? Well... Okay, first of all, these combined characters, I do have to take some more time on. Gyu. G-Y-U. This is Ji. This is To. It's To, right? Yes. Ja. Kya. No, Q. 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 Hyo. Ze. Hya, Hya. Wonderful. But language learning always seems... I don't know if fun's the right word to say it. Oh, it's Ru? Not Ro? Okay, I gotta memorize that. What is... Is this Pa? No, wait. No, it's... No, Po. No, Bo. Bo. Okay, Bo. Okay. Yes, it is Bo. It is Bo indeed. And this is no. This is Ne. This is Ne. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Is this Mo or Mu? I forgot. It is Mo. Okay. Ra. Do. Hugh. Yes. Pya. Let's see. I guess I can go through what's going through my mind. Right now, that is who or thu, whatever you want to say, however you want to pronounce it. I've heard it's better to pronounce it as who with an HU rather than FU. Because, like, how do I say this? In English, even though this is like the... Traditionally, this would be the, in the H's, where it'd be like, ha, ho, hu, he, he, something like that. But with certain pronunciations, they sound differently. For instance, well, this is different because it has a little asterisk. Well, let me just say what this is. This is, it's not foo. It's boo, bu, right? Yeah, boo. It is. Okay. Okay. So, what am I thinking of here? Well, this is, the base is the H's, and I was saying that the H's, like, with Boo, with, like, this character without these two little dashes on the side, I hear that it's better to pronounce it and understand it as HU, or who, because even though it's technically more closer to pronunciation of foo, the way it's pronounced isn't the way that the English F is pronounced, even though it's more similar. Like, when an English speaker says the letter F, it's like, there's a little bit of an, I guess, a lip sound. But when we want to say foo is in this character, and I could be completely wrong. I heard this once, and it was like, oh, that makes sense. Like, it's more like who, but in an inflection that makes it sound like foo. It makes it sound like the letter F, but it doesn't actually have the f sound. Like, fluffy, fua, or hua. You can sort of hear the F, but when you say hua, it's... You can sort of hear the F, but you don't say fua, you say hua. I believe. I could be wrong about this, because I'm not too sure. But anyway, point is, that's what I'm thinking of, and then we add the little asterisk on the side, which is boo. B-U. Wonderful. Okay, this is definitely a different Kahan. This is Ko. I thought it was Ni. Well, actually, it might be Ni. Is this Ni or Ko? It is Ko. I'm not a fan of this font. Ji. New. And this is... Oh, this is... Wait. Is this Ba? It is Ba. Oh, I got confused with Ma and Ba. Well, sorry, Ma and Aha, which turns into Ba because of these little two dashes. Got confused. Because Ma doesn't have this little, how you say, line on the left. So it is Ba. And this is Jo. Mi. Myo. Ni. Tsu. Okay, wonderful. Now we're getting on some sort of, how do you say, roll. We're getting there. We're getting there. Is that Gyu? Oh, it's Ju. Oh, it is Ju. I'm so foolish. This is Pyo. This is Nu. It's Me. It's Me. Of course it's Me. It doesn't have that little, like, knot inside of it. I don't know what to call it. This is... I'm not familiar with stroke order. I'm not familiar with a lot of things, but I hear this is the basics you want to do if you want to learn Japanese. This is what you should start with. That's what the people on the internet say. The people on the internet say that this is the best way to go about learning Japanese. It's Bu. best way to go about it is to start by learning off the characters, not the kanji, just the hiragana and katakana, the kana, if you will. And then from there, what is it? I forget if it's grammar, then yeah, I believe it's grammar, then vocab, and then kanji. Because kanji is a different beast. I see kanji up here. It's very scary. Very scary indeed. This is Q. It's kya. I was going to say Q for a second, and that would be very simile. This is mu. Yes, it is mu. Okay. Sa. This is ho. This is wa. Ya. Na. Po. Hu. And this site also, for that character, for who or fu, whatever you want to say, it lets you put it in as HU or FU, which I appreciate it. I appreciate it. It's quite dandy, quite wonderful indeed. Whew. I'm getting nervous because I'm messing up, but we can continue. Nya, te. This is gay, but I really don't like this font. Maybe I'll change the font, or maybe it's worth learning. Well, I can fly through a lot of it. I can definitely fly through some of these. Oh, again, K. K, I don't like that. What is this? Ku or yeah, it's Ku. It is Ku. Okay. Let's see. Ta. It is just ta. Byo. No, bya, bya, bya. Is this go? I can't tell if this is supposed to be ni or okay, it is go. I can't tell if this base, not with the little dots on the side. I don't know what it's called in Japanese. I should learn that. What these little dots on the side are, because like, the dots above the O and U in like certain language, like German, those are the umlauts. We know the umlauts. There's apostrophe, not apostrophes, but what are those called? With the little dash on top of the vowels as well. I know there's a lot of different names for a lot of different things, but I should definitely learn it if I'm trying to learn the language. Yeah, I should move my mouse on the side. G-Y-A. Ro. O. Nu. Wonderful. Ze. Zo. Zo. I confuse. For some reason, se looks like so, in which case, ze would look like zo. Zo would look like ze. Yeah, zo would look like ze, and so would look like se. And that really confuses me for some reason. I don't know why. Xia. Let me take some water. Wonderful. Yeah, sha, sha. Su to zu, zu, right? Right. Ri. It's re, okay. Yes, of course, this is re. Well, not re, this is ria. This is Pu. This is U. This is P. Su. I. Ju. He to Be. Sa to za. Kyo. Chu. So. Pa. He. And let's see. What's this? This is he. No, wait. Ke to. Is it ge? It's be. It's be. Okay. It is be. That little base for the he just looks like a rotated ku sometimes, and it throws me off. It's something I want to iron out. And I haven't practiced in a while because I haven't convinced myself that practicing Kana. I need to build a habit of it, is what I'm trying to say. Not that I haven't convinced myself not to do it. I have convinced myself to do it. My trick here is, the reason why I want to learn Japanese and I'm putting this effort into it is because of the sunk cost fallacy. If I put enough effort into this, I won't quit because I will feel bad. And that's my big brain play. I will feel bad to quit if I put so much effort into it. And if I'm not even like 10% of the way through, I'm not even that far. But if I put so much effort into it, I feel like I have to see it through. And that's the big brain play here. That is what I'm going for. That is what I'm trying to see. Right. So we can just try our very best to do this. And we are... This is mu, right? Yes. Chi, mo, and we can just keep going. And unfortunately, you might notice my model is not shaking. PNG Tuber just decided, PNG Tuber Maker, whatever the software I'm used calls, decided not to work right before stream. By right before stream, I mean like the minute before it was supposed to start, and I spent a lot of time troubleshooting it to try to get it to work, and like a spoiled child, it just pushed me aside every way. The issue I was having was that I just couldn't actually see my model. I could load up the software. I tried refreshing it time and time and time. Oh wait, sorry to throw back. This is what I was saying before. Instead of, of course it gave me an error for this. I can say who or foo. H, yeah, you see foo is there. As you can see, it'll put in, but HU goes through. And I deleted it and it just gave me a wrong answer. That sucks, but you know what it is what it is. Ya, nu, and what was I saying? Yes, PNG Tuber Maker decided just to, it's Joe, not Gyo, decided just to break down right before I needed to use it. Maybe I should have tested 10 or so minutes before, but no, it decided to break. It decided to break, and that broke my heart. That really, really broke my heart. You know, I also hope the music isn't too loud. I don't think it is, but I also don't know, because I hear it in my headphones, not in yours. Not in yours at all. But yes, let us continue. This is Pa, Zu. I really don't like this font. This is K, but I really don't like this font. So I really should change it instead of... You know what? No, let's just make it harder on myself. Going down here. Do I want to uncheck all? That would be bold. I will just do the first 5. I will do the first 5 fonts. From that, I think I can, challenge myself. Do I really want to challenge myself more? I've already, missed 10. You know, it is what it is. And this is, Gu. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, that's cute. Mu. M-Y-U. Oh, that really is cute. Oh, it's Ba. Oh, that's silly of me. Ta. Okay, the fonts are smaller now. I accidentally hovered over Joe. And they're definitely much different. But I think the novelty of this is making this fun. The novelty of how different they are is just making this quite humorous. What the? Okay, maybe I should take that back. Because that just looks like a 12. Of course it's, what is that supposed to be? Is that, Nyo? Yeah, it's supposed to be Nyo. N-Y-O. But you cannot look at me and tell me that's not a 12. N-Y. Yeah, I'm going to hover over it. Yeah, there it is. Nyo. This looks like a 12, though. I love the yo, though. That's cute. But this does not look like, hiragana. It doesn't. It doesn't. You can't pretend. You can't pretend that it does. Shu. Ji. Mo. I like this font, though. I think I like this font. I also like this font. Very tiny, but the humor of this is just very much making me happy. It is very much making me happy, and I like it. Right, what is this? This is, not Shi. Well, Shi's the base, but it's actually gone from there to Ji, Zhou. Or Zhou. They don't add the Y for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why they not refuse to add the Y in the English pronunciation. I should look into that. I really should. Right. This is Boo. But it really... The font is really throwing me off, but it's very funny. It is very funny. Oh. What is this? Pe? It is... Byo... Oh, man. Bu... Wait. Hya... Oh! Hya? I thought... For some reason, I thought it was still there. I thought it was still had the little... I'm going to call it an asterisk. It's not an asterisk. The 2 little dashes. Hya. Oh, this isn't new. This is meh. This is meh. I almost got confused again. I don't fall for the same mistake twice. I don't see the little nub. It's meh. It's not new. It's meh. Right. Right. Se. Gyo. Tsu. Cha. O. Again, this O, I believe it's an older dialect, because, not dialect, an older character that has been modernized and simplified or whatever. Because I also hear, for instance, the phrase watashi wa, the wa is actually ha, if that makes sense. It's the character for ha, but I believe because of the way it's pronounced, in that sort of way, it takes it, well, not because of the context, it has a different pronunciation. Again, very surface level is my knowledge. Very surface level. I don't know really anything at all. I'm not the end-all be-all in this. But that's my understanding. And it also helps me get interested into the language. Sto, yeah. Yes, it's sto. And those little tidbits and wonder also builds up my sunk cost fallacy. And once that sunk cost fallacy is high enough, I will be able to learn this language without hesitation. I don't even know what my goal is. My goal is just to... Oh yeah, shoot, I should have a goal for this. What is my goal with language learning? My goal in language learning is just to casually drop the fact I can speak another language in conversation with someone who is maybe a family member of mine. Just like, oh yeah, I can read, write, and speak Japanese, German, whatever I want to learn. Russian. I even spent time learning the Russian characters, and then I remember, was it Cyrillic, Cyrillic? Those are actually pretty easy to learn, if I'm being completely honest. I don't like... there's a little thing that sort of puts an inflection on some of the letters. But it's actually quite easy to learn, because it's not one-to-one with English, but it has the same... it has English similarities for the most part. As opposed to Japanese, which... You have, what is it, like 40-something characters, and that's just hiragana. Then you need katakana, which is basically double it. And then you need kanji, which... That's like thousands of characters. You don't need all thousands, but it is just thousands of characters. Right, this is... we'll have to get back. Chu, na, bi, ne, ga... Cho. Right, we are making our... That's gay, right? Gay. Yes, okay. I was getting worried. But we are making progress. We are making... This is mya. Yeah, it's mya. And this is ria. I'm pronunciating that incorrectly. Myo. Se. Not se. Definitely not se. Ooh, the font is throwing me off. What could this be? Oh, shoot. What is this? Wow, is this Ta? No. It's K. It's K. Shoot, I forget what K looks like then. Normal font. Sho. S-H-O. P. What is that? Is that Ra or is it... It's Ra, right? Ro, okay. Hyo. Oh, that's a neat way to draw Ryo. No, Ryu. Da. Let's see, that's E. And... Also, I noticed that I'm pronouncing how the characters are pronounced rather than how they're written. Because, for example, when I say E, I mean the letter E. Just pronouncing E, not E as in something else. I hope that doesn't cause confusion. But I just want to be chill and relaxed for this. And what number do I want to get down to in the bottom left? Honestly, I wouldn't mind breaking 1,000 today. Probably going beyond that. Not probably. No promises at all. What is this supposed to be? Is this E? Why is there a little... It is E. Why is there a little line between there? I don't know. And again, E as an I. Like, what's a Japanese word that's... Izakaya. Like an isekaya. Isekaya. The letter I is pronounced E. Isekaya. Right? For like a... What is an isekaya? Like a... Well, an isekaya is an isekaya. It's just like... what's an equivalent? A bar, I guess? That's not the equivalent. I don't know what to say, but... Yeah. But just like that word. That's... Pya. I accidentally held my cursor a little bit too close. P-Y-A. There we go. Goal. Hey. Me. Wow, that's a weird way to draw, well, this is Shu. But that's a weird way to draw she, and then you is... Oh, is that you? No, it's Sha, isn't it? Or is it Shu? Because that looks halfway between Sha and halfway between Shu. Just the Ya or you, whatever it is at the end. I believe it's Sha. Yeah, it is Sha. Wow. Is this Sa? I have to check. But, yeah, it is Sa. Okay. This is Ya. What is that? Oh. That's like script. You know, I'm laughing and joking with the, how do I say it? The, not the script, the fonts, yes, with the fonts of the characters, but, I do have to admit something. I basically redid all my fonts in my, one of my, uni classes. I didn't really want to pay attention in class. So what I do is that I would open my notebook and I would just practice writing letters, the English letters, not anything fancy. I didn't know other languages or whatever at the time. So I basically redid my entire writing system. And now I draw my A's differently, and I draw basically everything in one stroke. And I only say that because I see that it's Hugh, but I see this U is just drawn in one stroke. And I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I think it's more efficient. I like not having to pick my pen off the paper. Obviously, still some letters I have to do in English where I have to pick my pen off the paper and write them. What are they? T, I, J, Q. Is that it? Yeah, I think it's just those. T, I, J, and Q. And K. And K. Yes, K. Well, actually, do I? No, I do take my pen off the paper for K. I can technically keep it continuous, but I don't. I do keep it continuous for H, though. Right, but this is Hugh, as we said before. This is... It's Ma, isn't it? Or is it Mo? It's Ma. It is Ma. Okay. Pew. Nu. Kia. Ja. Za, yep. No, bia. Okay. Po. We saw this before. Again, it looks like a 12. But that is ni, and then followed by ya, Nya, like get cat. There we go. Like a wonderful cat. This is ro, right? It's ru. Okay, ro is without the little tail, without this little curve down here. So this is ru. What's this? This is gi. Ri. No, re. It's re, isn't it? Re. Okay. This is de. Ze. A. Hi. U. Ka. Ni. No, ko. You can't tell me this doesn't look like a ni. You can't. Let me scroll down. Let me show you what ni is. Okay, no, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I forgot the line. I forgot the line. Never mind. I rescind. I rescind what I said. I forgot the line that Ni has on the left. The vertical line on the left. Forgot about that. That I will take the L there. I take the L. Oh boy. Oh boy, indeed. Pyo and Ji. Ji. Yeah, one thing that does confuse me, and one thing I'm going to have to look into, is both she with these double lines and chi with these double lines. They both come out to Ji in this. And I don't understand perfectly. But I will learn and read into it and learn it. I will read and learn, and I will grow as an individual. And the sunk cost fallacy, that's what I'm going for. Just to put so much effort in that I have to see it through. That is my goal. That is what I'm going to do. And that will be a wonderful, wonderful time. I need my water. And I need to continue. Right. That is Gya. Gya. Wonderful. This is it just ku? It is. Ryo. Gu. Gu. Yep. Q. To. Su. Bu. Byu. Zu. Zu. Ha. Niu. New. And that is a ho. Ho. Yes, ho. And then we have ju. Then we follow it with pa. And a wonderful little mu. With a hu. Man, I typed it backwards. I tried to just do it quickly, but I accidentally pressed U first. That's annoying, but it is what it is. Wa, ni, kyo, ge. It's be. Oh my. Ri. Oh my. I flubbed up twice. Come on, we're better than this. I'm better than this. We got it. Chi. Is that ah? That is ah. For some reason I thought it was O. Gya. Right. Then ju. He. Ze. Sho. O. Byo. Byo. Sha. Sha? Again, I can't tell if this is a ya or a u at the end of this. But it should be sha. It might be shu, though. It is sha. Okay. Na. Hi. Jo. Ze. No, zu. Sorry, my folly. Mo. Te. Yo. Tsu. That is ko to go. Yes, it is go. Q. Se. Mi. Is this wa? It is. You. Mu. Again, this is nyo. Nyo. It always looks like a 12, and I don't resign that in my brain. But now I'm familiar with the vertical line on the side of it, so it's not anything else. It has to be nyo. Or ni and yo. Nyo. And I know I'm saying ni and yo. I know technically they're smushed into one word, but just for the learning purposes. That is how I'm visualizing them. And it's a habit that's going to eventually become a bad habit. But for right now, for the sake of memorizing, it's a good habit. For me, personally. Because I get to learn 2 characters for the price of 1. For instance, the way I process this is I go left from right. Alright, left, we start with he, but that has a little dot on the side, so it's actually p. But then that's actually ya right next to it. So pya. P-Y-A. And also with these, it's a good thing to note that the character on the left always has to be like ended in I. Like for instance, this is again pyo, but the consonant I followed by the yo, yu, or ya. It's always like that. I'm not sure if there's any deep meaning other than that's just how it sounds better. Probably that. Or the I and the Y have a similar sound, I guess, in general. So it's easier to smush them together like that. It's like a sandwich. Let's say you have just a plain sandwich, like bread, slice of meat, bread. That's nice, but it'll fall apart and jostle around too loosely. So maybe you add something like some sort of spread that increases the stickiness, and that sandwich now sticks together. It doesn't just jostle around. This is the I and the Y are that supporting spread, what keeps it together. And that makes a beautiful harmony of pyo, in this case. Gi, bo, oh, it is bo. That is, I don't know why I thought it was ki. Oh, because I saw the double line and I thought it was ki, but I didn't see the 5 or the rest of the 5. And that's just what I visualize ki as. Double line 5 back. Well, not backwards. Right. And this is ja, ji, hyo, po, su, tsu, no, not su, zu, not tsu. He to ge, wait, be. The double line, I always assume, turns to a G at base. When in reality, that's not the case. It doesn't always turn into a G. That's only if it's a K, it starts with a K instead, like a ko to go. But no, for some reason, I need to disengage that bad habit of mine. Alright, let's continue. Myo, ka, that is za, Z-A. Alright, let's get to 300 and take a little break. Right. My throat is getting a bit sore. Oh boy. Let us see. That is he to be to bu. Beautiful. Nice. She to ji to ja. Da, no, do, yes. Shu, be, no, b, pa, i, ta, ki, what's this? Na, wait. Oh yeah, what is this? Is this da? I say without confidence? It is da. Okay, I should have said it with some confidence then. New, nya, right. To, hu, gyo. This is gyo. Oh, it's the backward is 5. Okay. U, nu. Wait, this is ne. It is ne. Oh. Ga. Ho. Mia. Oh, I put N on accident. Ku. Gyo. Gyu. Alright. She. New. Okay, what is this? Is this se? No, it is ze, I would say. That ze would be... No, wait. Ze would be my guess. But it looks like weird. Zo. Oh, of course. Zo would have been my guess. It was my actual guess, but I confused the base of this, the so, for se, as I've been saying before. But yes, this is zo. Wonderful. 3 more. And I accidentally saw it was baha. My bad. P. Wait. Poo. And last one before a little break. M-Y-U. Right. Right indeed. Oh, hello there, Fenwick the cat. Thank you for stopping by. Japanese is a pretty hard language. It is. But again, my goal is the sunk cost fallacy. Oh wait, you actually have knowledge about this. You want to learn any language? There are easier ones, right? Yes, there 100% are easier ones. My goal is the sunk cost fallacy. Basically, if I put enough time and effort into this, I will feel terrible quitting. I'll feel terrible giving up. And I don't want to give up. I want to learn. I want to grow. And let's see. I type G and G differently, but they're pronounced the same. Same with zoo and zoo. Yeah. Oh yeah, you're right. I noticed it with G and G with the. I'll say she and chi with the little double lines, but yeah, I noticed it. But I forget. I didn't notice it with the two zoos. Wow. Thanks for the insight. It's really nice. Right, I need to get some water. I need to stretch. So give me a wonderful minute just to stand up and move these weary bones of mine. What? What? Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing. I did click on the wrong thing. Ahem. Right. Now I can, stand up and stretch. Oh, there we go. I will really have sorts, but that's alright. That is alright. I have a nice little spray to make my room smell even better because I like little scent of lavender. Little scent of lavender indeed. Now, as I stretch, I hope you all are having a wonderful little day. A wonderful day indeed. Let's see. My bones are not what they used to be. I used to drink a lot of milk daily, and then I stopped doing that for some reason. I stopped drinking my daily milk. I know I used to really love milk. Like, really, really love milk. I would drink it, and when I was a kid, I would drink it more than water. And I think about, until I was maybe 7, I would drink milk as my preferred beverage. Milk with breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Milk with whatever meal we had. And I loved it. I loved it so much. Loved it so much indeed. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, I didn't drink milk as often. Maybe it's because I grew addicted to water. Water is just delicious. We love water. We respect water. We appreciate water. But yes, and also, there's no milk fountains in schools. There are water fountains in schools. There are water fountains everywhere. You can drink water while doing anything. You can't necessarily, well, no, that's a lie. You definitely can drink milk while doing anything. It's just not socially acceptable. So I guess I should have been the change I wanted to see. But instead, I just got addicted to water. It's free. It's everywhere. We love water. We respect water. We drink water. But then, you grow older. You stop drinking your milk. Or at least not as often. And then, you almost forget about your past. Your lactose-filled glory days. And then you think you're normal for your history of milk drinking. But then you have a little conversation with friends. They just come about, and they say things you disagree with. Things along the lines of, milk? You can't drink milk by itself. You have to drink milk while doing something like, I don't know, eating cookies or something. And that triggered some heathen speak in me. That was just... It was like you insulted my mother to my face. Not just say it like that. To insult my beverage of choice for my childhood. To insult that to my face, no less. Those are fighting words. And I fought with the only thing I know how. A gross overreaction of horror, I'd say. And no words were yelled. Lips were used for a different thing. For drinking. You see, the next day, I bought a half-gallon of milk, and I brought it with me. I brought it with me to hang out with my friend, said friend, and he was late. He was late. This friend of mine was very, very late. This friend of mine was very late. And this little half-gallon of milk was just sitting in my bag. Was sitting in my bag for such a long time. We'd say hours. Technically, is that unsafe? Yes. Do we care? No, we're here to prove a point. We will roll with the punches. I don't care if I get food poisoning. I'm doing this. And what I'm doing, he finally shows up. A few hours late. This milk has not been refrigerated for a few hours. I don't care. I say, hello, friends. Would you care for a nice glass of milk? I didn't say that. I just started drinking the milk. I took it out, gave him a very malicious grin, and just started drinking. And I think I drank like maybe a third of the milk and that one sip. I was like, wow, delicious. Then over the next like hour, 2 hours, I drank the entire half gallon. Fun fact, a half gallon of 2% milk is roughly, I believe it was 2,000 calories of, food stuffs. A bit, I think it was over that actually, now I think about it. So I consumed 2,000 calories of liquid just to prove a point. I love how petty I can be. I am truly a monster in the most best and brilliant way. Right. I'm going to do just a bit more stretching. Now we'll get back into this. I want to break at least 1,000, so let me break at least 1,000. Right. Oh, there's a message from a viewer. I might have to, let's see, can I just... Pin, reply. How do I, Can I, timeout, warn. I'm sorry. I might have to go, mute for this. So I will actually be back in a second. Alright. Oh, nope. I don't. Alright, now we are back. Sorry for the little delay, and, well, let's just continue. Let us just continue again with the wonderful Pew. P-Y-U. I cannot type. P-Y-U. Where? Oh, that was 300, huh? Oh, no, we did it wrong. What is this? Ro, or ru, or re, ro. Okay. My mouse off. It is what it is. Okay, pe. This is ha. He to be to bia. Bia. Ri. Cha. Is this K? I need to check. It is K. Okay, the font is... You know what? No, let's get ridiculous. We're gonna add, we're gonna add 9 fonts. The first 9. We're not going full crazy. We're not diving down into, the deep and dirty work. No. We're doing half. We are doing half. Right. That's bold and daring enough. That is bold and daring enough for a wonderful Joel. Nu, boo, su. Wow, that's very wavy of a font. I'm not too big of a fan, but at least it's fairly legible though. So I gotta give it that. This is very easy to read. Well, easy to read is definitely a stretch in a language I very much, I meant gi, not familiar with. But you know, we can take what we can take. If we can understand it, that's the thing that matters the most. Understanding it is the key here. Right. This is ru, because it has a tail, right? Yes, it has a tail, it is ru. Ba. Kyo. Pe. Ja. Ne, this is ne. It has the little vertical line on the left, so it's ne, not nu. I always have that little, the knotted 2, whatever you want to phrase it as. I look at it as like a knot, look at it as a 2. It's one of those. That's what I call this little tail at the end. But no, it's nu, not ne. Sorry, it's ne, not nu. Because of that little tail. You. Then we have a wonderful little pya. P-Y-A. Go. That is a nice looking go, though, I have to say. That is a nice looking go. That's very clean. I prefer the curve at the end of it, but I couldn't show what I'm saying because I moved off. But it doesn't matter. We can continue. Cha. Pa. Sha. That is bu. Bowl. Is this me? Wait, is it me? It might be me. Is it me? It is me. Okay. Very strange fonts, but the fact that I understand that makes me very happy. I also hear, how do I say this? Well, it's more so in writing. There's merit in, well, no, in bad handwriting. There's merit, it wasn't just in writing. In bad handwriting, in challenging fonts, it is better to learn in that because of the fact that, I remember reading this once. I'm not sure if it's entirely accurate or not. I have to actually look at a paper or something. But in bad fonts, in bad fonts, right. In bad fonts, there's merit in reading stuff in bad fonts. Like, let's say there's paper, they use different fonts, just because it forces your brain to be more active to understand what's going on. It forces your brain to have more activity, and in doing so, it helps you learn. Helps you learn, helps you grow as a student, I guess. I think they did it on this study on students, and they found that when students were presented with more challenging font to read, they actually performed better on exams and whatnot, they were able to retain more material. And that's very interesting. So I think that might be the reason why that there's actually different fonts of Kana here. Maybe that, or maybe they're actually common to see, to read, to write, to whatever. Right, Q, and then Mu. But yes. So maybe this merit of challenging myself actually is paying off and helping me learn better. That is some hopium that I can really rely on and grow from. Oh, yeah, it does make me feel CHU. I don't know why they add the Y there. I guess I'm used to it, but it doesn't matter. I mean, after all, we have 21 incorrect out of 343. That's less than 10%. So we're doing something okay enough. Something okay enough. Right, that is ku to gu. Yes. That is chi to ji to jo. There we go. That is mi to myo. He to po to pyo. That is really small to see though, but yeah, it looks like a yo. Then followed with a she. And then next we have a wonderful, oh, what is that? Is that a ko? It is. Followed by mya. I was going to say new, but this is meh. This is meh. This is meh. It has no knot, no tail, no two, whatever you want to phrase it as. And then, of course, this is new. This thing that looks like a 12 is ni, and then followed by you. New. Ria. Da. Ra. Mo. Hiya. Hya. E. Ku. Ha. Ga. P. Again, it looks a bit messy, but I do appreciate the no pickup lines. No pickup lines. What am I phrasing it as? I appreciate the constant stroke without you picking up your pen for the little U at the end here. For Pew. And of course we have Ka. That's a really weird looking Ka though. O. Jo. Zu. Pu. Fu. Ri. O. No, A. Po. Nya. Bu. Ho. Gyu. Gya. Gya. And we follow it up with a wonderful Zo. There's some nice little, not a nice little, it's actually a mean little kink in my neck. Maybe I didn't stretch enough. No, I did. I definitely did. Shu. Te. I need some more water. Give me a moment. That's very refreshing. Very refreshing indeed. Right? Ju. Ja. Ja. So foolish. Do. You. No, ya. I think this is supposed to be wa, but this reminded me of one of the Greek letters. I think the Greek letter phi for some reason. The little pitchfork looking thing. I don't think actually that's phi now that I think about it. Oh, actually no, phi sort of looks like this. Phi is the thing for the golden ratio, if I recall. No, it looks a bit different. But this reminds me of the actually did remind me of phi, but it looks more like the little trident thing, the little pitchfork looking Greek letter. I don't know why. Regardless, I'm saying this is wa. It looks closest to wa. Zu. That's kya. So to zo. No, ze. Ze. Ze indeed. Right. P. That is u. That is de. That is it ge? Yes. Yes, it is. Right. And then this is sa. Yo. I like this clean. This font is the cleanest in my eyes. Easiest to read, easiest to understand. But I also like challenging myself with so here. Maybe you, nyo, gyu, right. And this is ke, tsu, re, ro. It's so tiny. It's barely hard to, not barely, it's, well, it is barely hard to read, but it's byo. B-Y-O. Then, of course, we follow it up with ki, I, se, sho, no, not sho, jo, ju, je, you, na, he, no, it's b, ma, za, ja, ji, okay, okay, indeed, sho, S-H-O, that is O, that is Hugh, that is ta, to, toe, it is toe, cha, huh, for some reason, but not for some reason, I thought it was EU, but that's not a thing. So what could this be? What could this be? It just looks like E, but it's not. What follows that similar pattern then? I don't know. I'm gonna have to look. Ryu. I don't see it. What does Ri look like again? I'm gonna have to look at that again. Oh, okay, no, I do see it. I was just foolish. I was just foolish indeed. R-Y-U. Ya. U. Ra. Ro. Okay. Gyu. Ya. No. Bia. Be. That was a funny looking bear. You know, I'm crazy. Well, no, at 500, we'll unlock all the fonts. At 500, and then at 700, I think I'll practice the katakana. I think that's a nice little game plan. And then from there, once we're done, we're done. Right. Oh, man, there it is. A kink in my neck. Right. And I shouldn't lean my head forward. I've been trying not to lean my head forward too much. To have the, what is it, the phone neck, where you just lean forward too much. I've been trying to avoid that if I can. Where were we? Sha, ni. And this is, ji. Go. She. My fat little nubs called fingers. I know what the answer is, but these little nubs at the ends of my hand, the 10 of them, they just click the other buttons like they have a mind of their own, bringing mischievousness to this world and anarchy upon my score. But this is K. So let's continue. Nya. Su. Nyo. No, nya. No, sometimes whenever nya just pops up, I always just think, after I type it in, I was like, wow, I'm just making cat sounds. I know the cat sounds, famous in English is meow, famous in Japan is nya. I forget what they are in other places in the world. I believe I've heard them before. But now, after every time I say nya, I have a little bit of cringe inside. It's like, oh wait, that's the sound a cat makes. But I think I can do a bit of a better cat than bit of a better cat than just nya or meow. I practiced this before. Let me try it. Ooh, I'm getting stage fright. That sounds like a cat, right? Right? Yeah, you know what? We're going to pretend it does. I obviously can't hear myself until post-stream when I watch this again. So, who knows? Who knows at all? But all I know is this is zoo. Followed by an O. Followed by a nyo. Not a nya, a nyo. Man, I am a bit flushed, a bit embarrassed from that. Very funny though, 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Ooh. Unfortunately, cats are probably... Actually, now that I think about it, I think I could do a frog sound as well. Now that I said that out loud, I think I have to. But it's been such a long while. What if I mess up? Wait, let me try it. Nope, that's wrong. Nope, I can't. That just sounds disgusting. Wow, I need to practice it more. I apologize. I can do cats, not frogs. I used to be able to do frogs. I cannot do frogs. I cannot. Just no ribbit. That's the best I can do. Just the ribbit. Not an actual frog noise. Ooh, that pains my soul. And I embarrass myself because not only can I not do it, I tried to do it. I tried to do that. Oh my. That is quite humiliating. So let's make it up with cho. Gyo. Ni. Ko. Again, ni has a line now, doesn't it? It does. It has that vertical line on the left. Well, I made the same mistake twice. Again, that little phi-looking thing, little pitchfork, little Greek symbol-looking thing at the end of it over there. I know this is bu. This is bu, but that little pitchfork thing is just silly. Yeah, it is bu. Or is this ro or ru? Ro or ru? What is it? What is it? I believe it's ru. It is. Byo. There we go. Wonderful. Q. Ja. Pa. Pya. This is ire or no ri? Re. It's re. I remember re is that little... I remember from getting it wrong. Well, not getting it wrong. I'm not understanding it and that certain font where it looks like E. I recall. Whew. Na. Let's go. Za. This is E. That's Su. That is Zu. That is a wonderful little pyo. Little he. Well, it's not a little he. It's just a normal sized he. But, in fact, actually, the font was bigger. But we love it regardless. Chi. That is one silly looking no. Ki. Hyo. Is this ge? I'm thinking ge, but I'm not sure. It is. Okay. E. De. What is this? Is this toe? Is it toe? Is it toe? It is toe. Oh. I was really confused. Because it sort of looks like a... It sort of looks like a backwards Sue. With, you know, a little flair. Not zoo. It's like halfway between a backwards Sue and a backwards zoo. Where was I? Oh yeah, toe. Is this ka? No, ga. And this is me. He. Right, we are on a... Can I say that we're on a roll? If I say we're on a roll, we're going to mess something up. But, you know, not yet. And that's what I appreciate. That is what I appreciate. Right. S-H-U, shoe. That is a wonderful P. There we go. Follow it with a nu and a wonderful ze. Followed by a pa and a ra. You know, I shouldn't roll my R's. I actually went to well, in this case, I shouldn't roll my R's. But I actually used to not be able to pronounce my R's well at all. I actually had to go to speech therapy to learn to pronounce them. I think I pronounced them like a W when I was a child, which makes sense. A lot of children, I feel like, have that a little verbal mix up with their tongue. And I just remember having homework. I was just having to say the letter R and pronounce it. But from that, I'm able to now pronounce it really well. And I can roll my R's really well. I remember I took 2 years of Spanish in school because I had to take 2 years of Spanish in school. Wasn't very good. It was really like 1 year of Spanish and then 1 year of having a bad teacher who didn't teach us that much. So I did not learn much that second year, but that first year I did learn a lot. And I learned I could roll my R's really well, and I learned that is decently important in Spanish, which, you know, makes me feel a bit powerful. This is not... Oh, silly me, it's just Jew. I didn't put the Y in, but it didn't fail me, so we'll take it for what we get. But yes, second year Spanish. But I did learn I was able to roll my R's really well, and that's important. Like, perro. Well, I can just roll my R's really well. I don't know. I can't verbalize how to do it because I learned when I was a child to pronounce R. I think it's just pronouncing R over and over again. But from that, you can just roll your R's. It's... What is it? Actually, let me try to not visualize this. Feel how it works. Like, let me say perro. Perro. Ro. Huh. Yeah, it's like you're... Yeah, how am I able to do that? I don't know. I'm just rolling my tongue. Like, try to pronounce an R specifically, like, not regal, but regal. Regal, like royalty, something like that. And you have the R sound, the hard nature of the R sound. And then you just kind of put a little pressure on it, like on the tip of your tongue, you just flick it up and have it bounce off the roof of your mouth. And you want to push your tongue up, but not against the roof of your mouth. You want to push it up pretty close to the roof of your mouth, and then have your tip of your tongue just bounce off of it. Like, think of it like a boxer with one of those punching bags for the written punching bags. Like, and obviously the pace you, like, vibrate it doesn't matter too much. Can I control that, actually? A little bit, not really. But, yeah, sorry, I'm getting so sidetracked. But I think that's how you roll your R's. I'm not really sure. But what I am sure about is that how we may continue. Right. This is ba. B-A. B-A. That's on me. My keyboard was dark for some reason. So I just put my finger where I thought the B was. And it wasn't there. The N was there. And that made me sad. What makes me happy is that we are close to 500. 500, we will add on all those fonts. Those silly little fonts. And we'll be a silly little, learner, I suppose. Student. I forgot the word student. I forgot the word student for some reason. I forgot the word student. Oh. Nay. Okay. Actually, now that I think of it, we might not make it to 1,000. Because I only want to go to like 9 o'clock roughly, maybe a bit after that. So maybe we can leave katakana for another day. But let's do what we can. I like that it doesn't penalize me for just doing it technically wrong, but still having the same pronunciation. Da, pu, mo, so, ma, bi, wa, ku, bo, ta, kyo, zo, mu, fa, Ju, no, ja, da, no, do. Do, yeah. That was silly. Gyu, gya, 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 gya. Ay, ay, ay. And this is me, isn't it? Me or me? No, it's me, it's me. Jo. This is sa. O. Chu. Ha. Yeah, just ha. Te. Oh, we're past 500 already. Alright. I am a man. No, I am a stone. But beyond that, I am a stone of my words. Oh wait, the last font above is difficult, and you may want to skip it as a beginner. Huh. You know, I kind of don't want to skip it, though. I should skip it. I should skip it. First of all, let's check off these 9. Let us check off these 9. Right. Right. Do I do the last font? You know what? We'll go to 600, and then after 600, we will only do the hard fonts. That seems like a good compromise. That way I'm not pulling my hair out completely. Right, right. Let us resume then with Pew. Zu, Ki, Go, Ya. This is one of those new fonts. It's Su. It is Zu. This is, wow. This is really small and hard to see. That doesn't matter. This is Ge, Jo, Za, Za. Right. Then we have Sa. My charger is getting on my arm. That's weird. It doesn't matter. Ke, Be. Wow, that's weird. Not weird. Interesting. It's Se, but it's definitely interesting. I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but that is definitely a very crudely drawn knee. A very crudely drawn knee. But that being said, I, as someone who is not familiar with this language at all, well, not familiar with this language at all as a stretch. I have practiced Kana before, but it's just so infrequent. I'm just trying to convince myself to put the effort in, to trick myself. I need the sunk cost fallacy. I need to build habits. I need that effort in there so I can't quit. I'm just trying to trick myself. But for someone as foolish and unwise as me, unlearned in the ways of Japanese Kana, this is very clearly me. And I can appreciate that, even if it is very crudely drawn. Q, Hyu, Shi, Pyo, O, Myo, U. That is a wonderful whoa, 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 whoa. That looks like it's, I was going to say ni, but no. Da, ta, da, okay, da. And this is not do. No, it is do. And my fat nubs at the end of my hands. Press S, which is right next to the letter D. Wow, that is infuriating. This is E. This is me. This is... Ooh. What is this again? I know it's a 12. This is Nyo. Nyo. Oh, Nyo. I almost put Nyo, but this is Me. I need to just ingrain that in my head. The difference between Me and Nyo. Right. Wow, my throat is very hoarse. What is this? What is this? It's the letter 3, not the letter, the number 3, which is Ro. It is Ro. Okay. Ma. I shouldn't laugh, but I just find it very cute. And I'm just surprised, because we just get something that's very legible to this. which is legible. It's cho, but it's very cute. Very cute indeed. Right. Zo. Pu. Byo. Right. Yo. Ryo. Byu. Uru. Mew. Meow, 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 meow. Meow. Okay. Well, at least I know that with my terrible handwriting, well, my handwriting is improved, but I have a very shaky hand, and I have negative art skills. Believe me, I've tried to do art. It's not, well, actually, I have a story, a very painful story. When I was in high school, I had a class, a nice literature class, and my teacher wanted to encourage students to do creative projects instead of writing essays. Which sounds good on paper. The practice in which it happened, let's just say some kids preferred to do essays, and then she'd have the audacity to complain about the kids doing essays when she knows it's a harder task to do, but it's just, they prefer it. Because of the way she taught our graded, kids would actually prefer to write essays instead of do the creative tasks. Unfortunately, I was too lazy to write essays, so I wanted to just do the creative task because I felt it was easier. But this is different. So we had the task to, I guess, draw a character from a book. And I have very, very poor art skills. So it was either draw the character from the book or essays. But I was like, you know what? Let me go all out. 6 hours. I spend 6 hours drawing this character, pulling every little detail from the book, putting it on. I could have finished an essay in a quicker time. An essay would probably have taken 2 to 4 hours. This drawing took 6. And I poured my heart out. I did it with the limited resources I had. I did it so much. And I just basically did a face portrait of this guy. Because, you know, it only really described his face, the book. The book being Frankenstein. I drew not Frankenstein. I drew Frankenstein's monster, and I mean the monster Dr. Frankenstein created. Not Dr. Frankenstein is actually the monster. That's a silly little talking point, but that's besides the point. I spent 6 hours drawing this Frankenstein. Over 6 hours, for being completely honest, but 6 hours. And I'm very bad at art, very bad in this skills, but I wanted to actually try, put my best foot forward, put as much effort into this as I can. This is the most effort I've ever put into one of that class's projects. Whether it be in writing, whether it be in other creative projects, it is the most effort I put in. I just want to stress that so much, that I put in so much effort. And I get the project back. And let me say, how do I phrase this? I believe she gave me less than 50, less than 50%. And I was just abhorred. I was flabbergasted. I was honestly a bit livid. Because here I am, doing everything I can, putting my best foot forward, trying my hardest. And I get rewarded with the lowest grade I've ever gotten in that class. And I've gotten decently low grades in that class because that teacher was a bad teacher, and that teacher was a terrible grader. That teacher also basically failed everyone on their summer essays because they're of a format that she didn't tell us about. She had us redo them, but she did fail basically the entire class on their summer essays and had us redo them, which was a very, very terrible thing to do, I feel. But that's beside the point. But this was the lowest grade I ever received in her class, and this is the most effort I've ever put into her class, and I am livid. But unfortunately, I'm in this shy little meek state where I don't say anything. But even if I did say anything, what would have happened? Nothing. Just, I would get this teacher angry at me, and that would have probably negatively impacted my grade, because some teachers are like that, and unfortunately, most aren't. And even bad teachers sometimes aren't. But you don't want to necessarily take chances. You want to pick your battles wisely. So that combined with my lack of confrontational ability led to just me suffering in silence. And then I also saw the worst thing about it was that there were people who didn't put any effort into it, not just because they're lazy, but because you weren't really supposed to. You weren't really supposed to put a ton of effort into this project. Be real. And two, they made collages, which you were allowed to do, but they made collages where they would just basically put 3 images and glue them on a piece of paper and hand it in. And those kids, not only did they pass, which they deserve to pass, they did the project well. I'm not mad that they got a good grade, but those kids got like high 80s and low 90s, like stuff like that on the project. And I'm not mad at that. Well, no, I'm not mad at that. Of course, they completed their project. They deserve that grade. But for me, to try to put my best foot forward, to put in all that effort, and for it to get stomped on, that was just heartbreaking. That was just heartbreaking. That's one of my many villain origin stories. Yeah. But needless to say, there was a reason why kids would take the essay over the quote-unquote easy project. The easy creative project. There was a reason for that. Oh man, there was definitely a reason. And where were we? We were on G. Let us continue. But yes, that was just my very painful story. One day I'd like to be good at art. Unfortunately, that day is not today. What is this? It's Ted with a little weird hat. I think we've had this before, but I don't remember. Soul. Soul? Oh, I guess I can see it. Not really, but we can pretend. Oh, no, yeah, a little bit. Pyo. Pya, 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 pya. Right. And then we have the wonderful Zhu. Ryu. Bu. Chu. Jo. O. Hu. Ze. New. What's this? Cha to Zhu. No, Ja. Right, Ja. Then we have Nya. Sorry, I said Nya. I have to meow. I have to. Every time. I read it, I say it aloud, and then it's like, oh, that's the sound a cat makes. I cringe a little bit at that. But it's fun. It's all fun. It's all good. And I'm learning. Can you really criticize learning? That was Gyo. I forgot. I didn't see the little dashes on the side. Sorry, not Gyo. Gyu. Didn't see those little dashes. Oh, that's so silly of me. Shu. Rya. This always looks like Fi. What is this? Is this... it's the letter N, right? Oh, it's Re? It's Re? Ray. Let me see what Ray looks like again. Okay, I see it. Sho. And then we have Ku. Followed by wonderful Bo. A Su. Ka. Wonderful Shi to Ji to Ja. Letter N. The character or the Kana. What do you call individual characters? Is this just characters, or is it or characters saved for like Japanese kanji? I'm just gonna call them characters, fun little characters. And this fun little character is none other than the wonderful little Ba. Te, Pu, Wa. And this is Ho. To pull. Nu. Ji. Ko. Chi. Pi. To. I think this might be the first time we've seen this font. Little stretched out guy. Is this Ta? Yes, it is. Followed by the wonderful Kyo. And the wonderful Kya. What is that? It's just a line. Well, we know it has to end in... Is that you? Well, yeah, I don't even know what it's supposed to... I think it's supposed to be you, but I really can't tell. No, I think it's supposed to be ya, actually, now that I think about it. But it's really hard to see. Yeah, what is this supposed to be? I haven't the faintest clue. Sha? That's supposed to be she? Where's the cur at the bottom? That's the only descriptive factor of it. That's the only descriptive factor of she. Wow, that is... That's ridiculous. Nice. I have a mouse over. Ga. B. Ah, man, I should get some throat lozenges. I'm not used to talking for 2 hours. 1 hour is fine, but 2 hours? Oh, moy. Oh, moy. Oh, my. Oh, me, oh, my. Remember, I tried to do, like, record some karaoke. Well, yeah, I guess I can say it. Record some karaoke once. By song 3, my throat was dying. I need to train my throat. I need to talk more. I'm not used to talking too much. I need to... Cha. I always add the Y. I don't know why, but I always add it. But yes, I need to talk more. I need to strengthen my little weak throat, my weak little nerd throat, and make it grow into a strong, muscular sound maker. I don't know what words I'm using. I don't know what I'm saying. But I'm conveying my points. But that is just some weird verbal poetry to make a point. Speaking of poetry or art or whatever you want to call this, do I want to pretend I know what this is? Yeah, I do. That looks like It might be Gyu? Yeah, I'm thinking Gyu? No, Gya. It is! I do want to pretend I know it, because I do! Wow. Wow, I do! I don't know what's wrong. I think I'm breaking down. I think I'm transcending as a... Not transcending as a person. I'm being broken... My core personality is being broken down, and I don't know why. I'm having a blast. I'm being completely honest. I am having a really fun time just yapping into the void, but, I'm not used to talking for 2 hours. I don't have much stimulation other than the screen and these letters, like moo. So I think I'm going a bit crazy. Crazy? I was crazy once. They locked me into a shoebox. A shoebox on the 21st of September. I'm calling out that one stream from GG Murin, that 21st of September stream. The stream on Archive Karaoke on the 21st of September. That is one of my favorite live streams I ever listened to. I remember tuning in 20 minutes late and I was like, wow, it's September 21st. I hope I'm tuning into a karaoke. I hope this GG Murin sings September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And then I tune in. 20 minutes in, I was like, oh man, I hope she didn't already sing it already. I hope she can sing it now. I hope I can hear it. And then I tune in and she's singing. I was like, yes, she's singing it. She's singing September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. And she's singing it, and it's great. And then she does it again. 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 And then she does it again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again, and again. And it never becomes trite. Not once in that stream does it become trite. It does not become convoluted. It does not become boring. For some reason. For some weird reason. It's novel. It's novel. The way she's presenting herself, it's novel. It is just actually mind-breaking, because I thought it would have broken my mind. But my mind was broken. My mind was definitely broken because of September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. The 21st of September. I do remember the 21st of September. Oh boy. But what I'm trying to say is, it was a very fun stream that did not become boring. It did not become trite. And the fact that she was able to go for 7 hours was mind-numbing. 7 hours. of Do You Remember the 21st Night of September? 7 whole hours of that. That's crazy. I'm weak. I'm weak. I was only able to listen to, I missed the first 20 minutes, and then from there I only listened for 5 and a half, 6 hours? Something like that. I did not catch the end of the stream. Because I'm a weak-minded individual who needed sleep, because it was late. I needed my beauty sleep, because I'm beautiful. But I was just sitting there, listening to this gremlin sing September by Earth, Wind, and Fire for 7 hours straight. I mean, the little skits you put on the background to put it like, oh, we wake up at our desk, our boss is mad at us. Those were funny. But man, to be able to sing one song for 7 hours and have it not get boring, that's just crazy. But that is one of my favorite streams of all time that I've been able to tune in. One of my favorite streams of all time. But now let's get back to this. We are only at 591. And this is Goo. The little dash on the inside rather than the outside, though, which is strange. Ra 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 ra. This is Gi. This one's cute. This one's really cute. This one, of course, is Pe. Hya. That is one tall Ne. Then, what is that? That looks like a caveman drawing. The little... Is that supposed to be Ya? No, it's Zhu. It's you. Okay, that little thing is supposed to be you. I can't see it, but, you know. And then... My initial thought was Go. And it might be Go, but it's connected. It's De. Let me see Te and De again. Right, where is Te? Am I blind? I am blind. I am definitely blind. Te and De. Right. Oh, Te is the little hat thing. Yeah, no, I'm gonna be real with you. Te is this. De is this. And that looks nothing like De. That looks nothing like De. Or De. Looks nothing like De. I'm not a fan of that one, but, you know, we'll keep going. Oh, 601. Right. It is getting a bit late, and I'm not going to be able to practice katakana today, but we're going for the super hard font, and we're going for maybe 100 more. Bit of a longer stream, but a funner stream. We'll take that. We will take that indeed. Alright? Hey-yo! Let us... What the heck is this? Alright, well, from my very poor memory, that little huge vertical line at the end might just be she. No, but this might be one character. Is this Ni? Is it Ni? It's Ho. I'm sorry, this is Ho. Oh boy, we are in for a treat if this is Ho. For reference, I can get the vertical line, but this does not look like the little TikTok icon. Is that the TikTok? I don't even know what to call it. This looks nothing like well, let me show. Ho is just basically like a yo with 2 lines through it. The right side of it is. Let me show you. Ho right here. See it? It has that little yo symbol, the little one with a little nub, with 2 lines through the top of it. That looks nothing like this. So we are in for a treat. Oh, this is obviously Mew. Se. Te. Is this Sa? This is O? Oh, it's the weird O. Okay, I can see the weird O. I thought it was the other O for a second. I was like, ooh. Not the weird O. The modernized copycat, I'll call it. Wow, we are not batting 100 on this, are we? This one, oh boy. I need to lean forward to my gamer chair. I'm gaming now. What could this be? I haven't the faintest toll. Okay, this might be the last time we're doing this. So that might be a... I'm guessing that's a ya at the end of it. Could be you, but I'm leaning ya. So what's that first symbol? It has to be like... it's not me. Is it ri? Is it... My guess is rya. R-Y-A. R-Y-A. Is that it? Nya. Nya. Or... I have to meow. I have to. I feel obligated to, because I did it once, and then I did it twice, and I was like, I can't not do it anymore. But that's ya? What does N look like? I got the ya. I got the ya. I understood the ya, but... Where's ni? Okay, so there's just the 3 lines for ni. You know, I sort of see that. I sort of see that. I sort of see that. N-Y. Moved off to the side. What's yo? Sorry, not yo. You at the end. Okay, so what could it be? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Zhu. Okay, I see the little dots at the side, and then... I can't tell if this is supposed to be chi with the little double lines, or if this is supposed to be she with the double lines. But I can see that it's Zhu. Well, no, I can't. This one I should be able to get. Okay, saying this font is tricky is very much an understatement. Do I want to get this? This looks like a U with an umlaut, if I'm being completely honest. Looks like a U with an umlaut. What could this be? I haven't the faintest idea. Pew. Oh, I see the little dot on the side. So that would be who. Let me see who. No, he. Okay, I sort of see that. He to P to pew. I see that. I get that. P-Y-U. This is O. This is O. This is... From before, we learned it's... Actually, we didn't learn, because this one had a little double dots at the side. I'm leaning towards sho, but this might be cho. But I'm leaning towards sho. Yes, okay. This is just a single line. What am I doing? What is this? I'm calling... Hey? Hey? Let me see what hey is for a second. Okay. Okay, I see that. I see that. It's just curved instead of has like a single point, so it threw me off. This is ya. Ya. Ooh, my neck. Alright. Well, I don't see the little O on this, not O, the little degree symbol, whatever you want to call it, on this. Normally this is, would be base hyo, but it might be byo or pyo. I'm leaning byo, so yeah, I'm leaning byo. Okay, it is byo. But this double line isn't even there, so I'm not too big of a fan of this. Ji. Is this kyo? No, kya. Kya! I forgot the G. Okay. What the heck? It looks familiar. Ro. Let me check Ro for a second. Ro is the 3. Yeah, I don't see the Ro there. Is this cool? It is. I can barely see the little break in between them. This is Pya. Ah, man, I forgot what this is. It's not Ryo. It's... It's Nyo. Nyo. N-Y-O. There we go. And this is, Sha? Okay. What the heck? Is this no? It was no. What? That's crazy. Is that doubled dash, or whatever you want to call it? In which case, ba would be my guess. Oh, this is just ma. There we go. And this is he. And then we go to pa. This looks like a. This looks like de. Wow, we are somehow getting this, and that boggles my mind. I might only go to 6:50 though, because it is getting late. I am over time already, but I also started late, so I'm gonna be honest. I did not think I was gonna last 2 hours today. I thought it was gonna last maybe an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I got lucky, but no, I'm lasting like about 1 hour 50 minutes, which is crazy. Very long for me. Very surprising. I thought I was gonna have to build up to this, but no, I can talk. I can talk. Right. And this is Jo. This looks like Bia. This is Gi. Oh man, what is this? Ru. You know what? I have to. I've apologized for this before, but I have to apologize again. To anyone who read my handwriting as a kid, I apologize. I now understand, well, I now even more so understand how impossible it was to read. I know I mentioned earlier in the stream that I redid my entire writing system, my entire script, my entire, whatever you want to phrase it, when just a random year in college instead of paying attention to class. The reason was my handwriting sucks. I'm going to be honest. A lot of times, I could barely read it. Me, the person who wrote it down, could barely read it. With the knowing context of what I wrote down, I could barely read it. And sometimes I couldn't read it. And that's just... I always have to apologize. But then I see stuff like this. And I'm like, man, I have no idea. This looks completely different than what it's supposed to. What? It's all gibberish. So I do apologize. I think I'm receiving the pain I have done to others in this moment. But come on, we only have 17 more, so let's pop it through. Kyo? I'm guessing? Kyo, yes. Son of a gun, I messed up there. That wasn't even fat fingers. O and A are on the opposite sides of the keyboard. That's just a brain fart. P. That's, blah, 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 blah. Is that Jo? Sha. Oh my. Ah, that's. I think I'm in misery. I think I'm in pain. I'm suffering here. But definitely, what is the 3? What is the 3? Is that roll? Soul. E, myo. That looks like I don't even know. No, I do know. This is pe. And this... Is this supposed to be O? It's boo. Okay, it's not O, it's boo. And this... This is... Po. I'm learning the patterns. They still boggle my mind and make me want to drink lots of milk because milk comforts me. I was going to say, I don't even know what I was going to say. I just couldn't come up with something that describes my frustration. Ni. Ne. This is new. Come on, it has the vertical line through it. That screams ne. Come on. Come on. Kya. Su. U. That looks like B. Follow this up with a wonderful ba ba ba. Ryo. Wow, this is hurting me. This is painful. We are getting it done. Zo. What is this? Ja? Ja. Okay, I don't know what this is. I haven't seen it. Su. Yeah, I don't see Su here. This is Zu. This is Ki. This is... Is this O? I think it should be O, but it's not. It's Na. No, it is not Na. That is not Na. That is Gyu. Gyu. Follow this up with a wonderful, I don't even know. Fu. Who? Really? I kind of... No, I don't really see it. Oh, my memory's good, but it's not this good. What is it? No, this is R-Y-A. Rya. What am I doing? What am I doing? You see this down here? 657. I said it was stopping at 650. You know what? We'll stop when this says 700 on the right. We'll do 2 more. So this is Pyo. Last one. Screams Raw. We are done. We are done. I never want to see this again until next week when I do this. Am I going to do this next week? I think I do. I think I will. I need my revenge. I thought I was going to go past 1,000. I thought I was going to go past 2,000. But I was very talkative today. I was running my mouth. Oh my. Now my throat wants me to perish. It is hurting. Something fierce. Wow. I need some water. I need a sip of water. I need so much right now. Right. We did something. We put in 2 hours of work into this. It was less than that because I was talking a lot. But, 2 hours of actively learning Kana. And I definitely needed that. I want to learn Japanese. And this is step 1. And once I achieve step 1, or put enough time into step 1, the sunk cost fallacy will be there, and I won't be able to quit even if I wanted to. No. I'd have to go full throttle into this. And that's great. That is great. That is the goal. The goal is sunk cost fallacy. We only got 41 wrong today out of 700. What? Off the top of my head, I can't do the math for that. Well, actually, I can. Let's say, round it to 42. 42, 700, see. Oh, that's like 6%. Less than 6% even. That's like 5.9%. 5.9% error rate. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I'll take that. Especially, shaking off the rust and this hellish font that I will never use again. I will take that so well. Right. I don't think I'm going to be able to speak for longer than a minute, so I'm going to wrap up this stream here today. Thank you all for watching. No. I have to do an ending spiel, even if it kills my throat. Ending spiel. Let me think of something. Candles. I love candles. I love scented candles, specifically. Normal candles, not a big fan of. But scented candles, which are actually normal candles, and I think about, are great. I love scented candles. I don't use them too often, but I love them. They just have this aura, and they're great. I remember I spent one night not last week, a few weeks ago. I was off on a nice little chill day. So what do? I want to relax, and what I do to relax is I run a bath. I put a candle on the bath. I take my pizza to the bath. I put on just some ASMR on my headphones while in the bath, and I'm just eating pizza while listening to ASMR while just having a scented candle in front of me in a nice hot bath. And I gotta tell you, that is just an incredible experience. I highly recommend it. Or maybe replace pizza with noodles if you like noodles. Just a nice little comfort food you enjoy. Because I was worried about making a mess though in the bath, which is weird because the bath is where you go to get clean. So if you start off as a mess, it doesn't really matter too much, but, you know, still worried about it. But yeah, eating pizza in a bathtub. That's gonna be like one of my what never have I ever questions if you play it the wrong way or whatever you want to say. I forget it. What's the intended way to play never have I ever? Say something you've never done or say something you have done. I forget. I've seen it been played both ways, but if it's like the something you have done, I'm going to say eat pizza in a bathtub. That's one of my never have I ever questions. But yeah, I just love candles. They smell so good and they're so relaxing. Oh boy, that is wonderful. But that is the end of the stream. Thank you all for watching. And as always, have a day. I hope it's a good one. See ya.